Hey everybody, it's Josh, and I wanted to close out today. Today is Sunday with excuse me, a video about my diet and health, and I've made a few of these, and this is going to be another one. But this one is going to be focused on sugar, particularly processed sugar. And you know, a lot of times when people quit eating processed sugar, they're they're not that shocked from the weight loss because sugar is fattening and whatever. But they're very shocked when they look at themselves 3 months later and their skin's all cleared up and they're not as tired as they used to be and everything is just functioning. Their bones, their joints, everything is just functioning so much better. And people don't understand how all these improvements can be. They understand the weight loss, but they don't understand all these other improvements after they quit eating processed sugar. Well, I'm going to explain this one to you. And hopefully, if you're still eating processed sugar, this will motivate you to never touch the stuff again. Okay, so processed sugar, while it might be fattening, being fattening is actually the least dangerous thing about it. Here's what you don't know. Here's what a lot of people don't know and don't talk about when it comes to processed sugar. And this is also true about sugar substitutes, so-called diet candy bars, diet cookies, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're just as bad, if not worse. But here's the thing about processed sugar. Your body recognizes processed sugar as an intruder when you consume it. It recognizes it as something that's not supposed to be there. And as such, your body elicits an immune defense against processed sugar. So the reason that you're feeling like crap all the time when you eat processed sugar is because your immune system treats sugar, processed sugar, the same way it treats any other, I want to be careful with my words here because of how censorious YouTube is these days. But any other sickness that enters your body, be it the common cold, the flu, whatever it is, your body mounts an immune defense against processed sugar the same way it mounts an immune defense against the flu or the common cold, or for that matter, that sickness that's been going around the world for the last 3 years. And so the reason you feel all lethargic and all that's the stuff all the time and you never quite feel good when you're eating processed sugar is because every time you have, a sugar-filled granola bar or a cookie or whatever, your immune system senses a threat and springs into action. So your immune system is always fighting off the sugar that you're trying to fight off the sugar that you're putting into your system. So, and this is why people who eat processed sugar stay sick longer than people who don't. Like when you get the flu, the reason that people who eat healthy have the flu for like 3 days while people who don't eat healthy have the same flu for like 2 weeks is because those who are not eating healthy, they're consuming processed sugar and their immune system is already caught up in this. By the time the flu hits them, their immune system is already engaged in battle, so it can't really engage fully in battle against the flu that's in their system. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to put it to you like this. Let's do a military analogy here. Let's pretend that your immune system is made up of 6 Marine bases, right? And each Marine base has, 50 Marines, 100 Marines. But let's just say that your immune system is made up of 6 Marine bases. When you're consuming processed sugar, especially on a regular basis, 3 of those Marine bases are always busy trying to fight off the sugar and the other preservatives that you're putting into your system. So when you do get something like the flu or a cold or some other kind of sickness, you only have 3 other Marine bases within your immune system to fight off that disease. You can't mount a full defense against that cold or that flu the way somebody who's eating healthy, who's not consuming processed sugar can. Because the person who's not consuming processed sugar has all 6 of those marine bases that make up their immune system ready to unite and mount a full defense. But you're only able to use half your immune system to fight off that flu because the other half of your immune system is fighting off all the junk you put into your body all the time. And that's really what it is. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but that's basically, when you break it down, that's what it is. But see, that's why you get so many other benefits besides just weight loss when you quit processed sugar. You digest food better. There's just so many things. Every part of your body and your bone structure and your ligaments and your digestive system improves 100-fold. Processed sugar is the worst thing out there for you, really. The only thing that's worse than processed sugar is processed sugar substitutes. And that's what I alluded to earlier. There's no such thing as a healthy brownie or a healthy cookie or any of that stuff. All those diet brownies and, low-fat cookies or whatever, they've got what's called sugar alcohols in them. They usually aspartame or some kind of sugar alcohol or some kind of NutraSweet. Those are all just as bad, if not worse, than processed sugar. So if you're going to eat that stuff, you might as well just eat real cookies. But the best thing you can do is just get rid of all that stuff altogether. And if you need sugar, get it from fruits or get it from honey, or the few other natural sugar sources that there are out there. I've been sober for 15 years now, over 15 years. So quitting alcohol is probably the best decision I ever made. But quitting processed sugar, now that I've been off it for over a year now, almost 16 months, is a very close number 2. My body has benefited so greatly just from that one move. And yeah, I'm not eating preservatives and other foods either, but that was the number one ailment that was really messing with me. It was consuming processed sugar, especially on a regular basis. And that's why I told you, and I'm hardcore about this. Processed sugar will never touch my lips again, even on cheat days. I'll have processed food on cheat days. I might get a sub from Subway on cheat days. I might even have some pizza. But you ain't gonna catch me with any kind of brownies, cakes, cookies. None of that. None of that. Those things will never touch my lips again. And I couldn't be happier that I'm rid of that stuff. But yeah, anyway, back to my point to close this out. Your body realizes how dangerous processed sugar is. So when you consume it, your immune system mounts a defense against it. And that's why you don't feel like yourself when you're consuming processed sugar. You never quite feel right. That's why. So that's all for today. Have a good rest of your weekend, a good Sunday night. And if I don't make a video tomorrow on Monday, I'll probably make a couple of them Tuesday or Wednesday. That's all.